Gold Rush Chevrolet in Auburn, California is offering GM employee pricing on every new 2013 Chevy in stock. Plus, every pre-owned vehicle will be priced to sell. Use this opportunity to grab the 2013 Chevy Tahoe. That's Gold Rush Chevrolet in Auburn, California.
Welcome back to the Blitz. We start this week's show off at De La Salle of Concord last week, where the Del Oro Junior Varsity Golden Eagles used a stunning fourth quarter rally to shock De La Salle 28-21. Trailing 21-13 midway through the fourth quarter, the Golden Eagles used a block punt from Logan Woods for a touchdown, and an ensuing two-point conversion pass from Stone Smart to Andrew Smith tied the game. Then, after De La Salle botched a snap on an ensuing punt, the Golden Eagles pieced together the game-winning drive that was capped by Dominic Pearson's 10-yard touchdown run. Del Oro had trailed 14-3 at halftime as the Golden Eagles were held to just a second-quarter field goal from Brian Wilhide. After the game ended, the Golden Eagles ran to midfield and celebrated as if they had just won the Super Bowl. And with the whole town of Loomis on hand, the crowd went wild before Del Oro's varsity team fell to De La Salle 41-3. In the next segment of the show, we caught up with Joey Montoya, whose Hillmen are getting ready for Yuba City. Joe, you guys have had a week off since the last game. Last time you guys played, you had a lot of injuries. How are the guys doing now?
Good. We're healing up. We should have most of our guys back, and possibly even Robbie Lopez. And so that's nice because we're going to need all the firepower this week because we're playing a great Yuba City football team.
Tell us a little bit about the Honkers. They're 4-0.
Yeah, great. They're a very good football team. They do what they do, and they do it well. They run the inside veer, and they're well coached. They've got a great offensive scheme. They're very physical. They play good defense. They're a big Division II school that has had some great success these last 2 years, and so we've got our hands full.
Seems like they've also got a passing game going on too.
Absolutely, that's what makes them very difficult. Is not only is their run game very strong, but they can beat you throwing the ball as well. And last year against us, that's where they had their success throwing the football. So, our kids are getting better. We've made some big strides, I think, in this last week and a half, and we're looking forward to the challenge.
What are some of the things you guys have been working on during the bye week?
We've been working on our conditioning. We've been working on fundamentals, just all the little things, tackling and steps and just all the things that will help us play at a higher level. And the biggest thing we focus on is our kids' effort and having some pride. And so, it's a weekly progression with this team, but I have definitely seen some big strides.
After the bye week, the guys getting a little antsy to get back out on the field?
Yeah, they're ready to go. It was nice to have a week off. It was nice to get refreshed and get healthy, but at the same time, it's even better to be playing on Fridays.
All right, and during the bye week, you got a chance to go down to UCLA. You got this new Bruins shirt. Tell us a little bit about your experience this weekend.
Oh, it was a great experience. Got to see the beautiful campus. Got to go watch Eddie play at the Rose Bowl. Got to go on the field before the game and at the end of the game. And it was a special experience. Very proud of him. He's doing a great job. In fact, very proud of all our kids playing at the next level. They're all great kids doing great things. And, we're very fortunate that we get to watch kids that have been a part of our program and are contributing in other places as well.
All right, anything else you'd like to add, Coach?
It's great to be home.
Out in Loomis, Auburn Journal correspondent Trevor Horn caught up with Coach Casey Taylor, whose Golden Eagles are gearing up for a showdown on Friday night with visiting Grant.
Speaking of Friday night, Grant, first time they're going to be here. Just being home after 3 weeks on the road, getting a team like Grant in here, getting two, longtime coaches like yourself and Mike in here. What's that like?
Well, we're glad to be home, man. Looking for some home cooking. It's been a long 3 weeks. We played some great state powers and national powers, and we learned a lot. We got banged up a little bit, kind of saw where we were at, see how much hard work we have to have. But looking forward to play a great, power in Grant. I have a lot of respect for Grant. Mike Alberghini was my Optimist coach in high school. Known him since then. We've done a lot of all-star games with the Grant staff, and we know them really well. They're real good friends of ours, and we really respect each other's programs. I think they're both not polar opposites, but very diverse programs, very great, rich communities, great football traditions. So we're really looking forward to a great night of football. We need to win. We need to come out and play our best game of the season, and they had a tough one last week, and they're going to bring everything this weekend at us. So, it's going to be a tough game. Like I said, hopefully we can put things together and come out with a victory Friday. But really looking forward to the matchup and a great program like Grant, who we really respect.
All right, Casey, thanks always for the time.
All right, thanks, Trevor.
Sticking at Del Oro High School, Trevor Horn also caught up with 2 players on the scout team who go by the nickname Sugar and Spice.
All right, Duncan and Shane, nicknames-wise, you guys got the one that kind of goes hand in hand, the Sugar and Spice. Shane, yours kind of go hand in hand with your first name because of Shane Mosley and that whole thing. But, Duncan, how did you get the name Spice?
Well, last year we were juniors, and we were doing our scout running back duties. And I think I made a great play, and all of a sudden Coach T is trying to think of a nickname for me. And Shane goes, oh, well, let's name him Spice. And it rolled from there.
Kind of like, lightning and thunder. You guys have that with the Red Army. Is that one of the great things about this community and you guys as a football program? You guys all have nicknames. You guys do this together. You two are good friends, right?
Yep. Yeah, we're best friends, and the Red Army is a good part of Delaware football because we get the team ready and we prepare them for the next week. And I think DO football within starters versus non-starters, the family is there, and everybody treats each other equally. So
it's a fun competition too.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of the times where I'll have a bad day and I'll just want to come out and try to embarrass the starters.
Yeah.
I mean, I try to have fun with it. A lot of people don't really look at scout as a fun job, but
yeah.
I try to look at it on the bright side and have fun with it.
Yeah, and it's a big job too. I mean, a lot of guys say, oh, scout's boring, it's no fun, you don't get to play. But
Get your ass kicked.
yeah, but you get, that Friday night W, so.
Shane, you've kind of really taken on the Sugar nickname. You've got it on your Twitter account. You've got, fire coming up from your cleats. Is that just something that you guys just own it and just play along with it?
Yeah, I got the nickname when I was in about the 5th grade, and it's literally stuck with me my whole entire life. I have people who I meet on the streets, and they'll be all, "You're the one they call Sugar, right?" And it's sort of just something that sort of caught on, and it's really carried out. My whole family calls me Sugar. My grandma, my grandpa, my 2 biggest supporters, they got the game day shirts, and instead of putting Peterson on the back, they just say Sugar on it.
Beautiful.
So it's just something that sort of just has grown on me.
Up next, we'll take a look at this week's slate, which features big games in Forest Hill and Lake of the Pines. All 4 of this weekend's games are rematches from last year. Last year, the Hillmen beat Yuba City at Placer, and this year, the Hillmen are heading out to Sutter County to face the 4-0 Honkers, and it looks like it could be a shootout once again. Out at Lake of the Pines, the Bear River Bruins will look to stay unbeaten when TJ Dove and the River Valley Falcons come to town. The Golden Eagles return home after facing Notre Dame of Sherman Oaks in Oceanside and De La Salle in Concord and are looking to get back in the win column, but they face a tough Grant team. And in Forest Hill, the Wildfires will be entertaining Woodland Christian in a game that could decide the Sacramento Metro Athletic League title. That wraps up this week's edition of the Blitz. For more on Placer County football, pick up a copy of the Auburn Journal.